Okay, so I was in the middle of recording and I kept getting phone calls and interruptions. So I know this message is really important and I'm going to try to recreate. So the first card that flew out was this new earth. And I was talking about how intuitives, we can feel this major shift happening. We can feel this new earth, and we are a part of that new earth, right? Creating that new earth. We are co creating with the universe. And we are doing this by being the vibration, right? By being unconditional love, by being abundant, by being in our creative passions, by being in community, by being in harmony, by being in peace. And so we are not only doing, this within ourselves, but it is amplifying out into the collective because we are all getting this message, right? To purify, to release all of this heavy emotional like baggage we've been carrying around. And it's like we are waking up to the fact that we are not meant to work to survive. That shouldn't be what our life is. And so as we are waking up, we're realizing like this isn't how it's supposed to be. I don't like the systems that are in place. How can I make a difference? How can I make a change? And so with you doing the inner work, it's like you are also connecting with soul family that's going to help you anchor in, this new earth, this vision of what we are trying to create, this heaven on earth. And so I feel like for you, you've been in this period, this really isolated period of really feeling like so powerless, feeling like you weren't good enough, maybe feeling like the people around you were shaming you or like making you feel guilty. And so it was keeping you out of your essence, right? And so Spirit was saying that, while you were in this period of isolation, there was like this switch. It's like you realize that the people that were projecting onto you just could see your light. And when you are in your power, when you are in your authenticity, it's very triggering to the people around you who do not want to step into their authenticity by doing the inner work. And so it's much easier for them to project onto you than it is for them to go within and do the work, as you know, right? And so one spirit is saying, I'm sorry that you had to go through all of this, but you needed the feedback I'm hearing from the people in your life because not everyone can go to this next chapter with you. Your heart is so pure, so loving, so amazing. And it's like you want to love and help everyone, but not everyone has the best intentions. And you had to see this in your physical reality before this big shift could happen. And so Spirit is saying you are not alone, but that isolation was important because during that time, you went in and you watered your garden. You nourished yourself. You reparented your inner child. You mothered yourself. You gave yourself the love that you needed. You became the leader that you needed. And now you are paving a whole new way for everyone because you have done this. And so you might be in this period of rest because you're releasing like this last layer, but it's like this spring equinox energy, Aries season, the beginning of the energetic year is really bringing in a massive shift for you because you have gone within, you have done the work, you understand, right, the importance of we are all one. We are all interconnected. So we need to make the world a better place because you deserve it. We deserve it. Our children deserve it. And so it's like stepping into this energy of your personal power, making sure that you are enforcing the boundaries that you created for yourself because your energy is so precious, so sacred. It needs to be protected because often people were siphoning your energy in the past. And this is why it's like you couldn't quote unquote live up to what it is that you were trying to do. And so I feel like the people around you shamed you because it's like you weren't creating as fast as, you know, they expected you to. It wasn't on their timeline. But it's like deep down you always understood what the plan was. You always knew what you were working through and why this isolation, you know, was happening. And so now you are building community, and building, you know, your soul family. If they're not already coming in, you're going to start meeting people that see you and just really want to pour into you because they see your light and they see what you're made of and they see what you're here to do and they just love you for being you. And so do I.